Most people don't fail at money because they don't know how to budget. They fail because budgeting asks them to fight their own psychology. If budgets actually worked the way people think, everyone who downloaded a budgeting app would already be financially free. But that's not what happens. What usually happens is this. You start strong, you feel organized, you feel responsible, and then life happens. Stress shows up, an unexpected expense hits, emotions get involved, and the budget quietly breaks. Not because you're careless, not because you're bad with money, but because budgeting alone ignores how humans actually behave under pressure. Today, we're going beyond budgets and talking about what real financial freedom actually looks like. Not restriction, not guilt, not constant tracking, but something much calmer, much more sustainable, and much more realistic. Why budgets break under stress? Budgets are built in moments of optimism. You create them when things feel manageable, when motivation is high, when your brain is calm. But money decisions aren't made in calm moments. They're made when you're tired, you're stressed, you're emotionally overloaded, you feel behind, you feel pressure. Under stress, your brain doesn't want structure. It wants relief. This is basic psychology. When stress increases, the brain shifts from long-term planning to short-term survival. That's why people overspend after hard days. People avoid checking balances when anxious. People ignore budgets when life feels heavy. A budget doesn't fail because it's wrong. It fails because it assumes rational behavior in irrational moments. And here's the key truth most people miss. A system that only works when life is easy is not a real system. Financial freedom doesn't come from perfect behavior. It comes from systems that survive imperfect days. Most people think financial freedom means spending without limits, saying yes to everything, never worrying about money again. But that image is actually the opposite of freedom, because unlimited spending creates unpredictability, and unpredictability creates stress. Real financial freedom is much quieter. It's not about having no limits. It's about knowing exactly where you stand. When your money is predictable, bills don't surprise you. Decisions feel lighter. Stress decreases. Confidence grows. You don't need to track every dollar. You need to reduce uncertainty. A calm financial life isn't built on constant control. It's built on stability. Why restriction creates rebellion? Traditional budgeting is built around restriction. Don't spend this, don't buy that, stay under this number. Restriction works short-term, but long-term, it creates rebellion. Psychologically, when people feel controlled, they push back. That's why strict budgets often lead to binge spending. No-spend challenges end with splurges. Guilt increases instead of discipline. The problem isn't spending. The problem is how spending decisions are framed. Financial freedom doesn't come from saying no to everything. It comes from saying yes intentionally. Aligning spending with values. One of the biggest reasons budgets fail is because they don't reflect what people actually care about. They reflect what people think they should care about. There's a big difference. If you value comfort, convenience, experiences, peace of mind, but your budget only rewards saving, cutting, sacrifice, you're fighting yourself, and eventually you lose. Real financial control starts when spending matches values. That means spending freely on what genuinely matters, spending less on what doesn't, removing moral judgment from money. Not every expense needs to be justified. It needs to be aligned. When spending aligns with values, guilt disappears. Removing guilt from money decisions. Guilt is one of the most destructive financial emotions. Guilt causes avoidance. Avoidance causes ignorance. Ignorance causes mistakes. Many people don't struggle with money because they overspend. They struggle because they avoid looking at it. They don't open statements. They don't check balances. They don't want to feel bad. But guilt doesn't improve behavior. It freezes it. Healthy money systems are emotionally neutral. No shame, no punishment, just information. When money becomes data instead of judgment, people make better decisions. The real foundation of financial control. Here's what actually works better than budgets. Fewer decisions. The more decisions you make, the more mistakes happen. Automation reduces stress. Automatic bill payments, automatic minimums, automatic savings, even small. Less thinking, more consistency. Predictable patterns. Stability matters more than perfection. Same payment dates, similar balances, repeated behavior. Financial systems trust predictability. So does your brain. Simple rules over detailed plans. Instead of complex budgets, use simple boundaries. For example, I don't finance convenience. I don't spend emotionally late at night. I keep spending boring during stressful weeks. Rules are easier than tracking. Why sustainable control beats aggressive control. Many people try to fix money problems aggressively. They cut too much. They restrict too hard. They expect fast results. That approach rarely lasts. Sustainable financial control is slow, quiet, unimpressive, but it works. Because calm behavior repeats. Repetition builds trust. Trust creates opportunity. This applies to savings. This applies to credit. This applies to long-term stability. One perfect month doesn't change anything. 6 calm months change everything. What financial freedom actually feels like. Real financial freedom feels boring. No adrenaline, no panic, no dramatic wins. Just confidence, awareness, control. It's knowing you can handle small problems without breaking your system. It's knowing stress won't destroy your progress. It's knowing your money works even when you're tired. That's freedom. If budgeting has ever made you feel like you're failing, it's not because you lack discipline. It's because discipline without psychology doesn't work. Financial freedom isn't built by restriction. It's built by alignment. Not by guilt, but by clarity. Not by perfect plans, but by repeatable behavior. When money becomes predictable, life becomes lighter. If this helped you see money differently, not as a discipline problem, but as a psychology and systems problem, then you're exactly where you should be. On this channel, we break down money, behavior, and financial decision-making without hype, without fake promises, and without flex culture. If you value calm, intelligent perspectives on money and life, subscribe and stay with us. Because real financial freedom isn't loud, it's stable.